All right, great. Well, good afternoon. My name is Dr. Jesse Bryson. I'm the CEO and founder of the I Will Mentorship Foundation. Let me say it's fantastic as I've been listening to these presentations that have gone forth. These are some wonderful projects, and it's great to be in the company of such exciting things going on from cherries to buckwheats. Here at what we've come to talk to you today about is what we call a project called Pick Up the Bucket, which is in conjunction with United Way's Fresh Pass, which allows us to provide foods to Title I schools and feeding centers within a community that currently is a food desert. A little bit about I Will Mentorship Foundation. We are a nonprofit 501c3. We service over 100 students and community residents on a monthly basis. Our three core programs are Next Generation, Smart, and Community Connect. Today, I wanted to talk to you about our Community Connect program, which is our urban community farm, which is called UCF. At the UCF, we have several key areas. We have a traditional orchard area, grow area, aquaculture, learning center, a rose garden, a learning pavilion, a chicken coop, and also a special needs playground. Some of the impacts that we've had, thanks to some of your contributions, is over 200 hours of volunteer and community service hours year to date within the last 2 to 3 months, over 5,000 pounds of organic food donated to the Boys and Girls Club for their after school program. Due to COVID, they were fortunate in not being able to have food. So through our aquaponics and aquaculture area, we were able to provide leafy vegetables, things to make salads for 4 Boys and Girls Club. And in conjunction with that and working with United Way, we was able to go into the schools. And as parents and students came to school and were lacking meals, we were able to provide them and subsidize them with organic produce. By the way, we are located in a 25-mile radius square that is considered a food desert. In addition to that, we have 3 food distribution centers, hubs in which we support. My most favorite hub as a veteran, we do support a feeding center that actually takes the food into the wilderness and prepares it for the veterans and the disabled veterans. So I'm very proud of that one. In conjunction with this program, we have educational opportunities, which are bi-weekly youth program and workshops to which we're able to introduce to them different organic growing methods, along with just growing in general. Monthly adult workshops focus on health and wellness. Why was this partnership important to us? It allowed us to increase our food production in a healthy and organic way by improving the quality of food through distribution for our vouchers to the community members and feeding centers, while also introducing an innovative way of food security through STEM education, organic grow mediums, and methods. Connection to the community and shared ideas. By us being a part of a much larger organization, we're able just in today and learn and grow and connect with individuals that are outside of the Fort Myers area so that we can also incorporate and continue to grow and provide a more productive and healthy environment for our community. Some ways that we are being organic here in our farm is we have what we call a human biogasser. The human biogasser, where we collect food from the food pantries in which we feed, we're able to create our organic fertilizer and also create a methane gas that we can use to cook and prepare for our nutrition classes, as well as our bi-monthly program where we invite either special needs senior citizens or a feeding program to the homeless. We're able to reuse that gas to actually provide those meals. Another way that we're also promoting organic growth and organic vegetables is we utilize our fish waste. We utilize that to actually use our growing method. In addition, we take the solids from there and also use that into our compost piles to add into our growing methods. We have 2 different types of composting. We use worms in addition to using hot compost and making compost on the premises. One of our goals that we're making is we have 95% recyclable products. Only 5% of the waste that's removed from using the restroom on campus there at our farm. We've also, amazingly enough, one of our populations that we have out there, we have a large senior population that have been farming all their lives. We've been able to switch them all from using pesticides to this fast growing season. Was our first season that we was able to actually bring in positive bugs into our garden. We use ladybugs and lacewings, and we use coffee grinds to remove the snails. So we are on track now to try to get a organic certification. One of the things that was helped out with the grant that you provided for us was Pick Up the Bucket project. We were able to take 5-gallon buckets and utilize drip ring system to be able to provide the crops. Material was compiled from the organic material that was from the composting or from the biogasser. One of the things we were able to do was bring the community in through our workshops, and they was able to take a bucket home to continue to grow. And then also we have unlimited refills. So anybody within the community who wishes to come by and pick up any type of organic fertilizer or material, we were going to be a hub for that particular location. So the results of that is we're able to produce for 30 families about 60 pounds of growing produce over a growing season. Some of our goals is to divide our 2-acre property up into a 1/4 of an acre and go for our organic certification. We'll start with the first 1/4 acre in our traditional garden area, and hopefully by the summer of 2023, we'll be able to say that we are organically certified 100%. We will continue to provide over 1,000 pounds of organic growth material to the community by the end of 2022. Over 1,000 hours of environmental education to our next generation of leaders in Southwest Florida, because we do host field trips for local elementary school through middle schools, and we provide volunteer work hours for our high school and our FGCU. One of the things that we did leave off of there is through our efforts and our drive to become organic, the middle school, which is a Title I middle school, has started what we call an environmental club, which we will then host them on site to be their experimental site to actually get into the environment and also furthering the organic purpose that we have here. Future things we're doing is creating a fundraiser for a water collection system and soda collection unit, and also improvements to our composting area to accommodate the additional members into the community who wish to come by and get organic growing material. Again, I just want to thank OCIA for all their support and reaching out to us down in Fort Myers, Florida, and caring enough about us, caring enough about the community, and help us eradicate a food desert community. Also eradicating all those diseases that can be associated with not having the availability of fresh vegetables and fruits readily in their neighborhood, which we do give that away at 100% free to the community. Are there any questions?
Thank you, Dr. Bryson. That's really inspiring. Yeah, we'll pause for questions.
This is Brandon. Just a quick question. I thought this was great, by the way. With the worm composting, are you all making like a compost tea out of that, or what's kind of the end product that comes from the worms?
Actually, from the worms, there's 2 byproducts. In addition to the worm tea or the worm castings, that we then, as we're planting any new seasonal crops or vegetables, we're now integrating that into the planting process, sir.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, Chris Jaworski from Wisconsin. I was wondering if, you know, a lot of people, I think if the food doesn't come in a bag or a can, they don't know how to deal with it. I mean, you're raising these vegetables. Are you teaching the people how to cook some of this stuff?
Absolutely. That was one of the things that we do with our biogasser and the methane gas. We actually have a chef that comes in, and one of the things that we're doing is introducing different things from sunflower to kale to kabachi to different things, and then showing them how to prepare those in a healthy way. That was one of the key components of what we're doing. You can grow all this wonderful crop, but if you don't teach them how to prepare it, you're absolutely correct. They won't be able to incorporate that into their daily diet. So yes, that was a key component, that we do have that nutritional component. And like I said, using the methane gas, and the food that they don't eat, we put right back into the methane gas and reproduce again.
Thank you.
So Carolyn Elaine asked, Dr. Bryson, will you be preparing any type of written report? I am working with an orphanage in Honduras as we're looking for ideas to help them become more self-sufficient with food production and integrate it into the kids' classes. We'd love to learn more about your work.
All right, thank you. I'll be glad to, especially in those types of communities, the human biogas, and also being able to go in there because it can also generate power along with the methane gas. And that's been something that we're very proud of. And I think in that application, possibly, it not only will it be able to teach them how to grow organically, but also provide a source of power in those countries.